Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the glorious Quran in Surah Al-Baqarah chapter number 2 verse number 261, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, مَثَلُ الَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ أَمْوَالَهُمْ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ كَمَثَلِ حَبَّةٍ أَنْبَتَتْ سَبْعَ سَنَابِلَ فِي كُلِّ سُنْبُلَةٍ مِّائَةُ حَبَّةٍ وَاللَّهُ يُضَاعِفُ لِمَن يَشَاءُ وَاللَّهُ وَاسِعٌ عَلِيمٌ. The example of the one who spends in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is like a grain which grows 7 spikes. In each spike is 100 grain. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala multiplies this even further for whom He wishes. So if you spend 1 grain in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will have multiple rewards for this. So we should see to it that we spend in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it is more important that a person, he gives a percentage of his income. And whenever an individual is doing business, he should see to that majority of his income, he gives it in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should do our duty of conveying the message of Islam to the non-Muslims, to those who are unaware of it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the glorious Quran in Surah Muhammad chapter 47 verse 38, وَإِن تَتَوَلَّوْا يَسْتَبْدِلْ قَوْمًا غَيْرَكُمْ ثُمَّ لَا يَكُونُ أَمْثَالَكُمْ. If you do not do your job of conveying the message of Islam to the non-Muslims, يَسْتَبْدِلْ قَوْمًا غَيْرَكُمْ, Allah will substitute in your place another people. ثُمَّ لَا يَكُونُ أَمْثَالَكُمْ, and they will not be like you. And we have the example of the Jews. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in the glorious Quran in Surah Al-Jum'ah, chapter 62, verse 5, that the Jews, they were given the Mosaic law. It is like the donkey which carries tons of books, but it does not understand. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose the Jews, but they did not do their duty. So they were replaced. Many people looked down upon the Arabs at that time during the Ayyam al-Jahiliyyah in the days of ignorance. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took work from these very Arabs, who were Sahabas later on after they accepted Islam, and they were torch bearers of the world. They were in so much ignorance that they used to perform, the Arabs during the Ayyam al-Jahiliyyah, they used to perform tawaf around the Kaaba naked. But after the glorious Quran was revealed, many of these people, they embraced Islam. And these were many of these people who became Sahabas. They were torch bearers of the world. If we do not do our duty of conveying the message of Islam to the non-Muslims, to those who are unaware of it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will substitute in our place another people. ثُمَّ لَا يَكُونُ أَمْثَالَكُمْ, and they will not be like us. And I would like to ask you a simple question. Who do you love the most? Who do you love the most? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The question is simple. The answer is also very simple. And you ask this question to any Muslim, the answer, it will be the same. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the most. We love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala more than our mother, more than our father, more than our children, more than our relatives. True or not? Yes or no? Yes. We love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the most. Now I would like to give you an example. If one day you happen to go to office for work, and after you return back, you come to know that your neighbor, he has used foul language against your mother. He has abused your mother without any reason. For no reason, he has spoken badly with your mother. He has abused your mother. He has used foul language against your mother without any reason. When you come to know and when you return, what will you do? What will you do? The brother is saying that he will hit him. Some might say that we will break his leg. Some might say that we will break his neck. How dare this neighbor, he abuses my mother without any reason. He should be taught a lesson. And if you cannot do the job, you will hire someone else to do the job. True or not? But natural. Why? Because we love our mother. We respect our mother. How dare this neighbor abuses my mother without any reason. We will see to it that this person is taught a lesson. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the glorious Quran, in Surah Al-Maryam, chapter number 19, verse number 88 to 92. وَقَالُوا اتَّخَذَ الرَّحْمَنُ وَلَدًا. They say that Allah the most gracious has begotten a son. لَقَدْ جِئْتُمْ شَيْئًا إِدًّا. You have come with a thing most monstrous. تَكَادُ السَّمَاوَاتُ يَتَفَطَّرْنَ مِنْهُ. That if the sky had feelings, it would have burst open. وَتَنْشَقُّ الْأَرْضُ. Then the earth would have split asunder. وَتَخِرُّ الْجِبَالُ هَدًّا. And the mountains would have fallen to utter ruin. أَنْ دَعَوْا لِلرَّحْمَنِ وَلَدًا. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala begets a son. وَمَا يَنْبَغِي لِلرَّحْمَنِ أَنْ يَتَّخِذَ وَلَدًا. And it does not befit Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to beget a son. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this verse of the glorious Quran, He's telling us that the biggest abuse that anyone can give to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has begotten a son. And every day we see our Christian brothers, they are saying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has begotten a son. And what are we Muslims doing? I'm not telling that you go and punch him. I'm not telling that you go and hit him. Do not do this. You should not do this. But at least open your mouth. Every day our Christian brothers, they're saying that Allah has begotten a son, and we can't even open our mouth. When someone abuses our mother, when someone uses foul language against our mother without any reason, we want to punch him, we want to hit him. Some might want to break his leg, break his neck. But every day our Christian brothers, they are saying that Allah has begotten a son, and we can't even open our mouth. It's the duty of every Muslim to convey the message of Islam to the non-Muslims, to those who are unaware of it.